the work session for October for the Southampton Village Planning Board. Can I have a motion to open the work session?
I will move that we open the work session of the planning board for Monday, the 28th of September.
Does anybody want to second that?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, the meeting's open. Great. Kathy, can you put the agenda on the screen and share it with us?
So Taylor's
Whoa.
going to be taking care of that. Sorry about that. Excuse me.
Yeah. All right. Taylor.
So if you can let Taylor have control.
Yes, I'm opening it now.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes. Okay. First item on the agenda is the extension request from Donahue and Silvets for 42 and 32 Post Crossing. The applicant's requesting a 6-month extension to March 2021. I noted in Kathy's comments this afternoon that nothing has changed code-wise with regards to this. And there's not really any reason not to grant the applicant their extension. Is that true, Taylor?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so anybody have any input on that? We can make the extent, we can vote on that at the regular scheduled meeting.
Yep.
Okay. And we've got in subdivision, Paul and Joan Robinson, 245 Old Town Road. This is a new one, yes?
It's a new old one. This was a subdivision. We had a preliminary application, and I don't remember, but it goes back several years.
Yeah, this is from a long time ago.
I think
Yeah.
it was from 2012.
I think I was
Sounds
just,
about right. Yeah.
so what's happening with it?
So they've come in for final application at this point. I know that they had to do a transfer of development rights under Suffolk County Health Department requirements. So I'm imagining that that's what they have, and now they're coming in for final subdivision approval.
They had submitted for final subdivision approval back in 2012. And your prior council had written a memo saying that they were vested in that application. I reviewed the file and I read Bo's memo and I concur. So they really just want to reactivate the application and pick up where they left off. And I think we were about to schedule a public hearing back in 2012.
Okay.
Do you agree with that, Kathy?
Yeah, I'd want to make sure that the map is complete before the board votes on it, but we can do that this week.
So we would just need to verify that the project hasn't changed and do what's your opinion, Alice, on whether we can pick up the old SEQA review or we need to start anew again on that?
I think I need to take a closer look at that. I was comfortable with the adoption of the prior declaration, but I think, you know, Kathy and I can hopefully take a look at that later this week, and then we can schedule the public hearing.
So
Roy?
Yes.
I went and read the file back to about 2008 or something. You probably remember all of this. It was dealt with at great length and with great public participation of every dimension a decade ago, and it was passed on by a 3-2 vote. I think maybe 2 of the negatives may still be on the board. 1 or 2 of the positives are. The only thing that I would ask our advisors and people to look at is this is in an area which is about to become, I suspect, based on certainly all of the publicity and everything else we know, an area of great concern because we got to get ready for the hospital to move. And so many of the issues of that area, traffic, people, development, what's going to go on, will be leaping up before us. And it may be irrelevant, but we have to take a peek at whether or not anything we do here will come back to haunt the village's planning efforts and come before us properly with other applications. So I hate to make it a big picture, but as sure as may still be any of us on this board, what happens at the hospital is going to be a very big event.
Having been approved, it's not open for re-discussion of that, is it?
I probably is all approved, but one of the big issues were the issues of traffic and water into Old Town Pump.
I remember it was a contentious review with a lot of concern about the on-street parking and the driveway cuts and the whole thing.
Yeah, all that stuff, but it's slightly changed. And my guess is it's grandfathered in effect and goes on without any further review. But a public hearing could attract a lot of people.
Absolutely, and that's the point of a public hearing.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
Yep. Things are changing over there.
So explain this to me, Al. So there's been preliminary approval. There'll now be there'll be a public hearing for the final approval, and then the board votes on the application again?
Well, yeah, that's what I want
final
council to say. It was approved subject to their getting Suffolk County Water Authority, which took them quite a while to do.
Health Department, Suffolk County Health Department.
Health Department, yeah, which took them a long time to do.
Well, they have to get Pine Barren stuff, I think, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
Who knows?
Okay,
Well,
so
often it takes a long time to get through that process. I've certainly experienced that myself. The point is, they have a valid approval.
Okay.
And your prior council said that they were vested in their submission for final, and it has been pending all these years.
Yep. Then there may be nothing more to do.
And when I reviewed the file, I saw that it was clearly a contentious application, but I also saw that the board approved it, and I agreed with your prior council's memo.
But I'm just wondering the public hearing, so we will have more people on both sides expressing their opinions, and then what happens?
Well, we'll review it under, the final review standards, which, there are no major map changes anticipated in the final process. So, You hear what the public has to say and you apply the standards to what they have to say.
So basically what you're saying, I think, is unless somebody comes up with an entirely new argument and raises something that wasn't considered before, it doesn't get overturned.
Right.
Gilbert Flanagan has his hand up. Would you like to hear from him regarding this matter?
Well, I think we're probably not hearing from applicants tonight, but it's up to you, Roy.
I think, you guys need to do your research and see where the plan is at, and there's ample time at next meeting for the input to happen. The public hearing is not going to be at the next meeting because they have to file for that, right?
It should be all.
Right, the earliest it would be is the November meeting, if the board votes to schedule it. But
we'll add his comments at the public meeting in a week. And you guys, Kathy and Alice, you can check the application and see if everything is the same as it used to be.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Exactly. If nothing's changed, Roy, you're right, if nothing's changed.
Tony, Pam, Jane, you okay with that?
I'm okay with that. I'd like
Yes.
to have a little time to look at it myself, yes.
Okay.
Excellent idea.
Okay, let's move on then. 99 Sanford Place, neg deck adopted. What's the latest on that?
So I actually had spoken with the applicant's attorney today, and she said that, then we should just adjourn this until they go to the zoning board. There's a few matters that they need to clear up other than the zoning board, but if they don't get their zoning board approval, then, it doesn't, they don't have to work out all the other details. So, that's what they're gonna do at this point, apply to the zoning board. So this should be adjourned. But I'll ask Liz Vale for a letter for Monday, so that way it gets formally adjourned at the meeting.
Okay.
Yep.
Actually, Liz sent a chat just now, and she's respectfully requesting that the board vote to adjourn this.
We could do that now, couldn't we, Alice?
Yeah, I think we should just entertain the adjournment request on next Monday.
That
And
means,
we can just adjourn it, if what they want is we can just adjourn it until they get a zoning board determination.
did the thing you received, Kathy, indicate how long of an adjournment they want? Just 30 days?
I can't see it anymore. It was on the chats. I don't know. For 1 month.
She
I see it.
requested a month.
Yeah, 1 month.
Okay,
Thanks, Liz.
that's fine.
So does anybody want to make a motion to, at the applicant's request, to adjourn this?
Yeah, I'll move that we come in a mutual request to adjourn this for a month.
You have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Second it.
All right.
Aye.
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 I believe that's all 5 ayes. All right, 54 North Main Street.
So on this one, the applicant was not able to do the noticing requirements. So this is going to, and I don't know what the official language is, if it will be adjourned to the November meeting, and they will have to notice it, post the property. So the public hearing will not be scheduled for next week. It will be whatever the November date is, as long as they go ahead and do their posting. As far as SECR goes, though, we did the coordination letters. We didn't hear anything back, so the planning board can accept lead agency on Monday, and actually could do a neg deck then as well.
Okay. And then once that's happened, it gets adjourned until they get their noticing done.
Yeah.
Okay. Have we actually done the SECR review?
We have. I didn't send it to you yet. I don't think I sent it to you yet, but we have it ready. We did the review, and we have a draft neg deck for your consideration.
No issues. There are no issues of note in the SECR?
No.
All right, moving into the site plan area, 7 Powell Avenue.
So the site plan is really pending a legal interpretation of the access via the MTA right-of-way, because the plan shows that that's how the access would occur following a planning board approval. So we're sort of in a holding pattern on this one.
We haven't, we basically tried to put the ball into the applicant's lap and saying they needed to come up to us with some legal justification for having the right of way on the MTA thing. Have we heard anything from them?
So we did receive something that was more of kind of, I guess, the history that this site has been accessed in that way for many years, and it goes back from prior owners. But I don't know that that is what the board needs as a legal access over
So-
MTA property. So Alice should weigh in.
Thanks. So there were 2 affidavits, and we just got a message from the applicant in the chat here saying that he submitted supporting documentation. I did see an earlier message from him in our chat that there was a memorandum from his attorney. I have not seen that memorandum. I'm not sure when they put it in, but I'm happy to take a look at that, and
Great.
I'll let you know my conclusion once I read that. But that is, that's what we were looking for. We're looking for something from his attorney, and then we can discuss whether or not it's sufficient.
Okay, good. So Alice, you've received some stuff. You're going to take a look at it and give
I
us.
have not received it, but he said that he submitted it, so I'm sure that I will receive it any day now.
So by next week, you would have had a chance to look at it and give us
I
your.
may have a chance to look at it. I may not. I will certainly let you know.
Okay, great. Thank you. 27 Main Street, Michael Gotowalo.
This is a new application. and it's a little bit difficult to understand when you first look at it, but from what I gather, it is a proposal to put some type of a gazebo structure or I guess a display feature in front of the existing building there. But I haven't had a chance to go to the site, look at it, and review the material. So I don't know that I'll have anything for Monday. I will certainly try to have a better report than I do now. But we got it last week, so.
Where is that property?
It's the alleyway by, right one over from the Herrick Road, the Herrick Hardware Road that goes down. It's an alleyway that goes through there. Is that correct?
I'm actually not familiar
Yes.
with this site. Taylor, you want to bring up that aerial?
Sure.
If you look
Yeah.
down the alleyway, you see a hair studio
Right.
Yeah,
at the end of it.
I think it's the north side of the village hall.
Oh,
If I remember correctly, it's some sort of like a prefabricated pergola that they want to put up in front of the building.
yeah.
Right.
So, and I'm not, I mean, I looked at the application pretty quickly trying to figure out where it would go. I guess it's facing West Main Street in the parking lot. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So we just need to take a look at it and see if there's, additional information that the board would need, and if they need any kind of relief. So we just need some time.
Okay. Taylor, we need to just get the agenda back. I think that was the last thing.
And yeah, that was the last item. I don't know if there's anything else.
Just a minute.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so that was the last thing. Anybody have anything they want to bring up?
Oh, there's the discussion item for the December work session, or the January work session.
So that's what we've always basically not had the session between Christmas and New Year's and canceled it. And then we have a joint work session, public meeting following that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody think that a good idea?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
fine.
Alice, do we need to vote on that or do we just tell,
It's administrative.
it's administrative, but we don't need to vote on it. We just do it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. That's nice. Alan, are you happy with the minutes from August 31st and
Yeah.
September?
I think I've, what little few tiny bits I sent them back to Anthony. Should be all done. They look pretty routine.
Yeah. Anybody else have any comments on the minutes?
Nope.
Shall we vote to approve those 2 minutes then? Jackie always appreciates us being up to date on the minute approvals.
I'll move that we approve the minutes of August 31st and September 8th.
Do we have a second?
Second it?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. Thank you.
But I wasn't there for September 8th.
Okay. I'll make a note of that. Next meeting will be the public meeting on next Monday. Is that right? Monday, October 5th at 5:30 p.m. Same time, same station, followed by the October work session, October 26th at 5 p.m. Anybody got anything to add?
Nope.
All right. Could I have a motion to close the work session?
I'll make a motion to close the work session.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Great. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.